Okay, we're doing a bridge kickover off of a 12-inch block. Gymnasts begin with their waist up onto the mat. Heels press in tightly against the seat. That way, when you push out, the feet can leverage the shoulders out past the wrist as far as possible. Here I'm having her go ahead and put her feet further on to the edge of the block so that she can push out. We have a partner who is holding the block still, and then we kick over. The last gymnast was more advanced. She can already do bridge kickovers on the floor. This gymnast is not as advanced. See how she puts her feet on the edge of the mat? Really, we want them to scoot forward there. She has scooted forward. Now she has room for her feet to push and walk upward if needed. But we're going to start with pulling the heels in close to the seat, putting the elbows tightly together. I had asked her not to allow me to shake her elbows. Now she puts her feet closer to the edge, and I put my hand out as a target. She pushes her shoulders out. Now she didn't push her shoulders out, so when she tried to kick over, she collapsed. Now what I'm doing is getting her the idea of rocking out towards my hand. And I'm not only going to put a hand on one side of her, but I'm going to put my hand on the other side because I don't want her to allow her shoulders to go to touch my hand that's on her back. I don't want her to rock that direction. I only want her to rock from shoulders being vertical over the wrist and outward. Alright, we're setting up again. Hips on the edge, hips centered up in the mat, feet on the mat, lay down, hands close to the white line. The white line is just about a foot away. Feet inside closely, elbows in, tucked in, bridge up, put the target out, put the other hand in, tell them do not touch my inside hand, but try to rock out to the outside hand, and then leveraging the shoulders past the wrists, and the feet can push off with power to kick over.
This is step hurdle lunge, cartwheel, downhill. Step, hurdle lunge, cartwheel, downhill.
Continuing now, a lunge, depending on the size of the gymnast. We have the gymnast step up with the foot that they do not actually lunge with, so that they can jump and hurdle and lunge. So not the lunge leg, but the non-lunge leg steps up onto the edge of the block. She's going to do a power hurdle, stretch, lunge, and round off over the barrel, and then do a fall or a jump back onto the mats. Maintaining head up, arms back, hips under. What we want to do is get a lot stronger jumping upward, and then as they land out of the hurdle, they should push forward quickly, stretch, making sure you give enough room that they have to stretch out and reach out to place their hands close to the barrel. Hopefully the barrel will encourage the gymnast to push off and hollow their bodies to try not to touch the barrel. And since it's a new skill for these girls, they are just getting used to the idea that if they don't push off, they're going to land on the barrel. With each subsequent pass, they begin to get the idea that they're going to have to push off. Okay, here I'm going to have her back up a little bit. Try to stretch out her hurdle some. The idea is hopefully to stretch out as much as possible, because a stretched out body should be stronger upon impact. But she has a hard time just getting used to the steps. But once she gets used to them, she should have more power and be able to push off harder. Okay, on that one, she didn't have enough room to stretch her arms out. She ended up reaching right by her feet, and it made it actually worse. So we'd have her jump up vertically more and then lunge forward. Okay, there she had a lot more power. Okay, for the first time on that one, the girl actually, instead of just falling back, did a jump back. Once they get the idea pretty good, then they just draw their knees up and punch. Again, she's having a hard time because she doesn't have enough room to stretch out. So we'd either need to move the barrel altogether or either give her a little more runway. Working on the fallback position, and not now just a fallback but a punch back, falling some, and she just pushed off her feet, but really we want her to fall, draw her knees upward real quickly just before she's totally off balance, fall, and pop, and push aggressively inward to the mat. Teaching them that the round off and through the punch for the back handspring, that the upper body never slouches forward. It is committed to stretching and laying back. Now we move the barrel out of the way, and we're going to work on just shaping the snap down position. She stops in a lunge. I come on the correct side. I'm going to catch her into the hollow. We've worked hollow positions before. She hasn't, but we've worked them in different parts of the ASAP program. I put my hand on her belly and try to shape a hollow position. I tell them that I'm going to let go of their legs, but not to let their legs drop into a pike, to squeeze the seat and try to hold the hollow position. Usually when I do that, they will arch, trying not to let the legs drop. But what we want them to do is get the feel here, the hollow position. And even though I let go with my arms, to hold the hollow and maintain, and then there I could leverage her upward without her body breaking at the hip. And it's just an extremely important position in order to expect kids to be able to snap down without bending over. We want them to snap down without bending over so that they'll be prepared and ready to punch into the back handspring without having to pike or bend over. Again, we lunge, catch, and hold. Shape the hollow, hips under, squeezing tight, grab under the waist, let go with the left arm in this case, and try to teach them not to allow their body to pike down or arch. Once they learn to squeeze the seat muscles and hold, the whole body will lever just like a seesaw, and when that happens, then the kids will be able to stand up straight and be able to punch directly into the back handspring without having to wait on their upper body to catch up. Catch, hollow, hips under, squeeze the seat, grab, and I should be able to push down on her. If she's squeezing tight enough, I can push down, and that was her best one. She actually maintain the position. Now she just needs to press her arms back.